Tailgate Show, the Tailgate Show. And you say Shot City, the Tailgate Show, the Tailgate Show, the Tailgate Show. And you say Shot City, the Tailgate Show, the Tailgate Show, the Tailgate Show. And you say Shot City, the Tailgate Show, the Tailgate Show, the Tailgate Show. And you say Shot City, the Tailgate Show, the Tailgate Show, the Tailgate Show. And you say Shot City, the Tailgate Show, the Tailgate Show, the Tailgate Show.
Yo, 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 yo. What is up? Victory.
What up?
Fucking Monday. Coming to you live, all the way live. What is up? Bears are 1-1. God damn it. God damn it.
They showed us something. I wasn't confident, and they showed us something this week.
I was so unconfident. I didn't know what to expect. Like, I had no fucking idea what to expect, to be quite honest.
And
But-
I'm on the road here, so I apologize if my audio is not up to par, gentlemen. But
Oh,
Yeah, you're right. It's got a little
You're
Jared.
worried about your audio, right? You.
You got a little Jared in your game tonight. It's all good. Little
Dude,
bit of the old country.
nice to see our defense like back to that 2018 form for even if it was a great
Roquan
game.
fucking Smith, man. That's all I gotta say. Roquan fucking Smith. What a beast.
Yes.
My guy is fucking killing it right now. No surprise. It's not some, he's been killing it, but
Enough of the slander on him. He's all pro. He's been all pro for the last couple of years. PFF is on that kick now.
I don't think
Who's
anybody's
slandering
slandering him. I just think
no.
I think unfortunately he's in a crowded position right now, and unfortunately he's not the biggest name on his own team yet, and so he suffers from that. I mean, if you look at you look at the guys that consistently get rated above him, Fred Warner and these type of players, it's like, Fred Warner, besides the Bosa, is like the biggest name on this defense, right? I mean, with Roquan, he's so, I don't know, it's like he's unassuming, and so he kind of gets lost on this defense of big names. Unfortunately, they're under fucking performing big names. And Roquan, is just I mean, he's different, man. His athleticism is so ridiculous.
Yeah, he didn't get caught from behind now, did he?
Nope, did not get caught from behind. Made an unreal juke on the guy. Joe Burrow is out of his fucking mind. Like, Joe, what is he thinking getting in front of a 250-pound freight train trying to, like, okay, Joe Burrow, you were going to stop him at the one? Like,
Yeah.
Good Lord, go live to fight another day. That's like shades of Jay getting hurt, I mean, and who was it? Somebody did get hurt chasing an interception this weekend. It was Mayfield.
I mean, there were a couple times. There were a couple times though, even with Fields, like diving for his own fumble and like.
That fucking
he
save.
ended up getting the first down, but he came down kind of awkward. I'm like,
yes, because he tried to do like a baseball slide, like a pop-up slide. That was weird. But him diving on that fumble was, number one, an incredibly athletic. Like, he was like a fucking puma.
Huge, but yeah.
Like, he was down and out of the play, and the ball was like good 5-6 feet away from him, and he just pounced on it. Dude was ready to scoop and score, and all of a sudden it's just not there anymore for him. He's like, what the fuck? And I mean, he would have scooped and scored. Like, no doubt.
Changed the whole game.
Yes, no doubt. So, I mean, everybody watched the game. We're not going to fucking, go over it in great detail. But
I mean, back to Jared's thing real quick. Like, I'm not really in tune on Twitter as much as you guys are, but like, I haven't heard much Roquan slander. I think he's always been the top guy on this defense, in my mind.
It's just a lack of respect. I would call it a lack of respect for him. I think he doesn't get
You think so?
respect. Maybe yeah, I think
among Bears fans or among the outside? Because I think among
the
Bears
outside.
fans,
among the outsiders.
Yeah, right. You made it sound like people were slandering him on Bears Twitter. I don't think they have been.
No.
Now, he has his saddest moments, whether it's the car wreck or the boat or a Bella danger or he's an eccentric.
I didn't hate him for a Bella, man. That was a big.
No, nobody hated him, but it was a little cornball to tag tag Barstool in that post. It was like he was trying. We've been over it, but dude is balling out. That's what's fucking important.
He's a boss. He goes from
Boats and Hose Quan.
Sunflowers to porn stars. I mean, dude,
and he's a man for all seasons, and he's fucking balling out. It's Boats and Hose Quan. Like, fuck off, fuck the haters. And Boats and Hose Quan is coming for your girl, and he's he may be coming for your guy too. You don't know. Boats and Hose Quan don't fucking care. He's just taking names.
And Jalen too, man. Jalen's that dude.
Jalen.
Yeah, that pick was beautiful. He jumped that route, and it was like, oh man, he baits him.
The whole day for him was really good.
Mm-hmm.
He's had a couple of games now.
He's been straight shut down. Like, he's been shutting shit down. He's not even getting targeted. He's
Preston
really,
too. Like, he'll play in your face.
He's really taken over for Kyle, but he doesn't play that soft and off game. He's fucking in grills, like making plays. But he's really, he's been like elite. He's given up no yards. You see fucking that Bears film room like put up a big fluff post on him, which I retweeted because I thought it was cool. It was like, he's tearing it up. He's locked down. He's only given up like 4 completions and like 13 targets or something like that, and then like 89 yards and this and that in 2 games. And he saw the quote tweeted as like, when was the 89 yards? Because he's given up like 13 yards or something obscene. Like in 2 games, it's obscene how shut down he has been.
Yeah.
And I think Vildor played very well.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, there's another cornerback. Once again, the slot corner is the
Shelley. Yep, Shelley was a liability, man. I mean, that's
dude. When we have not had a slot corner since Bryce Callahan. We've talked about this shit, but we really have not fucking had a slot corner since Bryce Callahan left.
Cincinnati had him on skates, thinking slant, and they do a slant out or whatever.
Yeah. I mean, and if the D line didn't play its ass off, Akeem Hicks, fucking love that dude. Love to see that type of game from him. Beasting.
There's one guy that should be getting some credit that we've been dogging since we signed him.
I guess we'll give Robert Quinn some credit. Shout out to Desai.
You guess? Like, I thought he had a hell of a game.
He did. It pains me. All right, I'm gonna start being an asshole. I give him credit for doing what the fuck he's supposed to do. Congratulations, Quinn.
Best game as a Bear. We wanted to see it, man.
Sean Desai got creative. Sean Desai had some balls. Sean Desai, I think, needed to get punched in the face a little bit because I guarantee you that there was a certain amount of like the deal with Sean Desai is you could just see this kind of, okay, guys, you all remember what to do, right? We're gonna fucking we're just gonna go back to what we used to do, right, guys? Yes. We can do that, right? And it was like, oh no, wait, we can't. Like, shit just got real. They all got humbled, and I think they all needed that. They needed that fucking wake up call. And everybody, a lot of people want to like chalk it up to Justin Fields getting in the game, and I think that has a certain amount of juice to it, but. Like, if this defense really needs Justin Fields to provide them juice, then something's fucking wrong.
Like, they were playing well before he came in. I think it's a mixture of the intensity seemed to step up a little bit. I think it was a mixture of that. I think
they were at home
in front of fans and fans too. At home.
They were at home. The crowd fucking did a great job. Even like I was talking to our boy Biscuits, and like the Justin Fields thing was real though, because like A-Rob actually went for Yak. Exactly, dude. We were so as everybody knows, Andy Dalton went out injured. Unfortunately, Justin Fields couldn't get a first down. And
let's say that Andy was playing well. Andy was playing well.
He was playing well. He was moving the ball. There's no doubt that he was playing well.
All the stupid penalties, they call Quinn on that. I'm not trying to shift it up too much here. But when Andy got hurt, Bell pushed him when they were both out of bounds. And they didn't call shit.
Right.
Like,
Right. Well, as usual, the refs are on super trash, but now they've taken it to a whole new level around the league with this taunting rule. Like, it's so whack.
sorry, I do agree with you though, because like I wanted to see something out of Dalton, why they were holding Fields back, and I was starting to see that. That's how well he was playing. So I was like, okay,
listen,
I get it now.
Here's the thing is that, and love it or fucking hate it, they have an offense, and I think this is what has been proven recently is there's not two offenses, and a lot of people are pissed off about this. A lot of people are like, Justin should have his own offense. There's not two offenses. There's one offense. I think they learned their lesson.
Yeah, they learned it last year.
They learned that was a terrible idea to have two offenses because the offensive line can't deal with that shit. It's too much. Like to have two quarterbacks and two offenses and expect your O-line to know them both is not going to happen.
I don't know the inner workings of how they coach, how they coach when they start getting they're probably gonna get to more RPO with Justin, and some coaches actually don't even let the offensive line know what they're doing or what the play call may be, essentially because you want them to block the same way every time.
Right.
Anything can happen, kind of thing. So I don't know, like. I think what Justin brings to the table is the extended plays, so that not necessarily changes the playbook, but it changes the dynamic.
Right. But here's the thing is what I'm saying is that there's clearly not two playbooks, and Nagy even said that today. Justin knows the whole playbook. We found out today that
he knows the whole playbook. I thought it took like 4 years or some shit. That's
I know Nagy can't keep his fucking story straight as usual, but he says that. Basically, this is what the process is that Justin runs scout team, Justin watches the first team reps with Dalton and takes the mental reps on the sideline, and then afterward, him and the number one receivers stay and they throw and they catch all the routes and all the plays from the practice. So he's been... I mean, yeah, it is fucking funny that all of a sudden it's like when it's convenient, it's like easy to learn, and when it's not, it's fucking it's 4 years. It's like earning a degree. You have to graduate from Nagy U, from BU University or whatever the fuck. But point is that we heard from Nagy today that he is ready, as he fucking should be if he's QB2, and Nagy even said that like he's QB2, he's supposed to be ready. And he said he knows the whole fucking playbook. So we'll see, because as it turns out, Dalton has a bone bruise. So
which according to my sources, I've reached out to several medical professionals, and that's about a 1 month to 2 month thing with a bone bruise.
Reached out to medical professionals.
Did you source that out?
Some calls,
maybe? Yeah,
you fucking tweeted at Pro Football Doc or went on this website. Subscribed. Yeah, well, no, we're not going to play Twitter doctor here, but I think at least 2 weeks minimum.
I ain't playing Twitter shit. Twitter doesn't drive me on this one.
I'm surprised he came back in, right? Like,
yeah, you can tell on that second drive he was limping pretty hard.
That's what was kind of crazy is it's like, listen, shout out to Dalton. I don't know why. I put this fucking tweet up. Like, I was just feeling like, you know what? Like, damn, Dalton does really seem to be cheering Justin on, and in this situation, I don't know if there's a lot of guys who would do that the way that he has been, and it actually looks really genuine. So I just tweeted over this GIF of from Marcus of him clapping, when they win in the game, and it was just like, yo, Andy Dalton is a better Bears fan than a lot of Bears Twitter, including myself sometimes, because honestly, like when he got hurt. There was a little bit of me that was like, yes, because it wasn't bad.
Yeah, I didn't feel that way. I kind of felt honest, bro. That way.
I'm just being honest. Like it wasn't like I'm happy that dude is hurt, but there was a little bit of like, okay, we knew this was gonna fucking happen anyway. It's time now. You know what I mean? Like I'm not happy that he.
Yeah, I kind of felt like nervous. I kind of felt like all right, I'm finally seeing the things from Andy I wanted to see.
Yeah.
Given the reasoning why Fields was being held back. Now,
but there was natural excitement. The fans in the stadium got excited when
I understand that wanting to see Fields, but at the same time, like you got. I know these guys make millions of dollars, and I'm not
Right.
trying to like get soft or anything, but like to deal with this, it takes a certain kind of individual to be able to deal with the. He's got the heat of the rookie. He knows everybody wants the rookie in. To come into that
Right.
situation and still try to have that mentality where you are the starter and still try to have to win the locker room over.
Yeah.
It's a difficult position to be in, and I thought he was finally showing us something. And to have
He's
that ripped away, that's tough, man. On a human level, I understand. I
He
want to
took-
see Fields
hey.
just as bad as anybody.
Wyatt says, well, Dalton took the Bungles to the playoffs 2 times. No, 5 times.
Let's
5
not talk
times.
about. Let's
I'm just saying, no, listen, how's that kick going for the Vikings? How did that go? Thought you guys had a kicker. But no, like, legitimately, good ass dude has come in and been a fucking pro, has dealt with the shit. People say this stuff about, oh, it's $10 million. He's already got $150 million in the bank or something
Yeah, he's
like
not
that.
hurting.
He doesn't give a fuck about $10 million. He's getting $10 million because he could, because his resume got him that money. But when you already have that much money, it's not like you're sitting there going, oh, I'm making $10 million. Like, blah, blah, blah. Like, you don't fucking think about that. He's a football player. He wants to play football. He can still play football. He believes he can still be a quarterback in this league. He clearly can. He is going to have no fucking problem getting a backup job in this league. The backups are atrocious in this league.
And I think you're finding out that it's rather important to have one. And now
Absolutely. You have
and
to.
now
With
we look
17
at it
games.
now with Nick Foles possibly going to have to be the 2.
Yeah.
I'm good with that. That's a good.
It's a good thing that we have Nick Foles now, and I can't believe I'm going to say that.
Right.
I mean, that's the
Go
one
ahead.
thing. I saw some ignorant shit on Twitter. Like, I haven't been on much, but like people talking about Foles going in over Fields. I'm like, shut the fuck.
That was like, I didn't even see that. That was like,
I
from
saw somebody
Facebook.
talking about that. I'm like,
Yeah,
oh, is
that
it?
was like,
Oh,
but
okay.
then it turns out it was from fucking the cesspool that is Facebook.
Yeah, but like, I wouldn't even admit that I'm on any of the Bears Facebook.
Shout out to people
pages.
watching on Facebook. You're in the cesspool. That's why I was like earlier. I was like, oh, we need to have a 30 and up Twitter, and all the fucking clowns who are like 20 are like, let's go on Facebook. It's like, no, it's fucking not.
I can't do the Facebook. I mean, the Monsters of the Tri-State I'm in. The rest of them I had to back out of.
Trubisky's
fuck.
never changed. Trubisky says re-sign Tyler Bray.
Resign or resign?
Yes. Yes.
Resign.
How about them Falcons?
Damn biscuits.
Yeah.
Yo, the 2-0 teams right now are kind of a weird mix, right? It's the Browns, the Bucks. Who else? Who else is 2-0? I can't even
The
fucking.
Rams.
The Rams are 2-0.
San Francisco's 2-0.
Mr. Glass, San Francisco, and apparently they're done with the Trey Lance experiment. Like Shanahan said, we're not giving him snaps.
The Browns did
just to
lose
give him
week 1.
snaps.
They're right. He's right.
Oh, that's right, they
San
did.
Francisco.
Who else is 2-0? It's a weird. There's not a lot of teams. Like I feel like there's just a lot of. I think teams are going to be back and forth. Other than the Bucks,
It's yeah.
I feel like other than the Bucks, the rest of the teams kind of have have
Raiders.
weaknesses.
Broncos.
The Broncos, Teddy Bridgewater playing his ass off.
Well, Vic Fangio's got that defense humming. So anyway,
Yeah, but they just lost. Anyway, they just lost their linebacker Josie Jewell. But so back to the fucking game. Fields comes in, right? He doesn't get the first down. Unfortunately, when Dalton got hurt, they were driving. He doesn't get the first down. Then Dalton comes back in, doesn't do anything, and then we go to half, right? So they have a halftime, and we're expecting, I'm ready for anything. Like, so I don't necessarily know that I think Fields is coming out in the second half, but it's pretty obvious that he was going to.
I thought Fields came in after that though, because that's when Andy was gimpy.
No, but he came in. He came in right after he got hurt. And then Andy came back, and then I'm
I
saying
think Fields came back before the half. I
Fields
thought.
came back in. It was his game.
yes, correct. But
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Then we essentially went to halftime. They didn't get anything. Like it was if offensive impotence prior to
No,
the
Fields only threw 13 times, and 2 of those should have
right,
been
but that's
touchdowns.
and unfortunately that they did shoot themselves in the foot. That Montgomery got the big run, called back on some bullshit holding.
Oh, that
by-
pass. So yeah, man, he that was like he reminded me of Forte on that one. He shook the shit
That
out of
dude's
that.
different this year.
Yeah, he's
increases,
so
man.
fast. He's making
And he's
quick, decisive cuts, and he's just going.
But he's also
He's
key.
decisive.
He's also with the speed. He hasn't lost the toughness. Like he's
Right.
still
But-
tough as
and-
hell and still
and-
powerful.
I mean, the story of this game is that the defense came back and played their ass off. Shout out to Eddie Jackson, Jalen Johnson, Roquan Smith.
Half shout out to Eddie because Eddie showed
Angelo Blackson.
Yes, Angelo Blackson.
He had
I
a
feel-
damn game, dude.
Eddie, on that Chase
I watched
touchdown
it
though.
twice, and I'm just telling you that guy was everywhere up front. He was making tackles in the backfield. He's clogging up shit. On Quinn gets a.
He only had
that,
3 tackles, Jerry.
He was making plays though. He was clogging stuff up. He's doing what defensive tackles should do. Occupying
he played
blockers.
good. Bilal played good. Akeem played good. I mean, and they're going to get Edwards back. They're going to get Goldman back.
He did have the
Hopefully.
interception. That's always
Yeah.
you always love
But
to
he
see
had
the
the
big boys
interception.
getting
Why?
those interceptions.
Because Quinn hit his arm.
No, it was,
They were bringing pressure the whole.
Oh,
they were
Ogletree
bringing
hit
good
his arm.
pressure.
Ogletree.
Sorry,
It was
Ogletree
Ogletree,
hit
yeah.
his arm. Yeah. So, listen, I mean, that's what the fucking story is. And I'm sorry, the other story is that Justin Fields came into the game and played pretty well. Unfortunately, his teammates let him down. Like Mr. fucking, $18 million a year Allen Robinson let his ass down. That was an insane throw put where only Allen could make a play on the ball, and he literally let it go through his breadbasket. He's done this shit before. Like, this is not the first fucking time that I've seen him just let a ball go straight through his breadbasket. He's got his
shit
arms
from his
ready.
agent after that either.
No, you know what I heard from him? Block. His fucking agent blocked my account and our account because
Well,
I
you did
fucking,
call him a fraud.
yeah, I did, but I didn't tag B Parker in the A fraud, but I did fucking. People started tagging him in that A fraud post, which wasn't my intention, but fucking I tagged him from my account and just said how many games, and put up the video of him, fucking dropping that pass. How many games now, B Parker? Because Mr. G Parker last week was 16 games left, and he's trying to spin it like, oh, I'm saying there's lots
The
of season left.
downtrodden.
Yeah, he's
This,
complaining
this,
about
and that.
targets in the end zone last season.
Fucking A fraud and
Hold
fuck
on.
He had
Hey.
3 targets in the end zone. And he only came up with 1.
Yeah, well, and he was real quick to say, "Oh, my boy finally gets a target in the red zone," and it's oh shit, it's score time, 1 target, 1 touchdown, right? Get the fuck out of here, Mr. Super Agent. Like, bro, that dude's corny.
I mean, I'm not going to completely hate on A-Rob. I still like him. I just
I
think he's also not used to getting passes like that.
Fuck all that.
In his defense, everything's been 50-50. I'm being
I know,
sarcastic.
but he's had some. He just had some big drops. Like I'm tired of dude. He doesn't get separation. He makes $18 million a year. He is not worth some giant contract. Sorry, he's a possession receiver, and if you can't make those catches, you have no value.
I think we need to see Fields have a week, at least a week of practice with the ones and see how that looks. I think they need to get their timing down. I hope they work overtime with him and A-Rob.
But
and
the Cleveland defensive front, though, Brian, we want to
What's that?
protect him, right?
I mean yes, they.
Nobody from the Bears side of things said they wanted to protect him. The Bears went out of their way to spin this narrative about Mahomes.
You talking
Smith.
about coming up this week, Jared? With
Yeah.
Cleveland, right? Yeah, I mean Garrett and Clowney, yeah, dude.
Well, here's the good news. The other good news from the game is that Peters and Ifedi played really well. Now, Cody and
Peters
Daniels
got beat pretty
and
bad.
Sam.
a couple
Well,
times.
but they, yes, he did. But they also played pretty fucking well.
And Cody
Like-
got freaking he laid like a motherfucker, thinking we had fullback or something. Got Monty stuffed,
Yeah.
and then went to the second level. Like he went right.
Yeah,
to
went to the
linebacker.
second level. Didn't even. That's what made me think, was that Mustafa supposed to get to him on a reach?
I don't know.
Maybe.
Owen was
It
saying
must have
that.
for two, dude. Oh, my
Owen
God.
was saying that
He's
they
getting
were
that.
out of whack. And he was blaming Daniels for shit. Now Mustafa is Owen's boy, like trained.
The second
for them.
false start was on
Notre
Mustafa,
Dame.
though, dude. Like Fields
Yeah.
was expecting the ball. And
Well, but that's the thing, is that like that's the rookie shit. Like, no, you can't raise your foot like college. Like you can't.
yeah, but he was expecting the ball to be there when he leaned
I
back.
know, but Justin had, and then we knew this was coming. He had some rookie moments. That interception was bad. He got tricked, but that's the shit that happens to rookies.
Yeah.
I mean, Burrow got tricked by Roquan.
But you see the
And Jalen.
you see the promise with this kid. You see what
Of course you do.
and it's not just I like him and this has been my guy since January. I looked at it like I tried to take my Justin Fields color like lenses off here and Bears lenses and try to look at it from the outside looking in, and I saw a lot of potential, a lot of things that just little timing things. I think once he gets that down, he's going to be in the driver's seat.
For sure. I mean, dude made some great throws. I mean, he really made some great throws. If he would have scored on the run, if Jimmy Graham could do fucking anything.
So
Like-
bad at blocking, dude. So
Like,
bad.
I'm sorry,
That
but
was
if they're not going to use Jimmy Graham and they're barely going to use Cole Kmet, and Mark Potash put Nagy's feet to the fire and was like, "You've told us for years how important the tight end position is. Now you have Kmet and Jimmy Graham, and you're selling us this tight end duo, and they don't even get on the field." And Nagy was basically like, "Yeah, that's not good. That's on me." Unacceptable, bro.
And Kmet
Again.
got called on some bullshit too. Jeez, like you can't play football anymore.
Yeah, that was fucking bullshit, but he's not on the field enough. Like, I don't fucking get it. Like, somebody explain it to me. Just, it doesn't
Especially
fucking
with
make
a
any
rookie
sense.
quarterback.
That's
Like a
just
tight end
spaz.
can be a rookie's best friend, man. Like
Just, Nagy is a fucking spaz. That's what he is. He's a fucking spaz. I just don't understand what he's fucking doing. And Chris Bleck said it well, and it's kind of echoing what Nate Tyson said. He's literally just throwing shit against the wall, just calling random plays and hoping some shit works.
Jesse
Like,
James.
there's-
I feel like I see Jesse James a lot more than I see those two.
I'm fine with it. You know what? Whoever the fuck is gonna block Jimmy Graham until we get into the red zone, stay the fuck off the field. Like, stay the fuck off the field. And just, this is what I want to see with Justin Fields. I want them to leave the same fucking people in there. Leave the personnel in there. Leave
agree.
Montgomery in there.
Monty
Stop-
needs to be in there. Monty needs
Stop
to be
changing the fucking personnel.
Monty needs to be used like Forte for this kid. Passing.
Yes.
running.
Bro, like,
And-
you see Jared Goff, you know, they don't even need McVay. Basically Anthony Lynn has, like, taken the McVay shit and is running it for Jared Goff. He knows what Goff can do and can't do, you know? So, you know, it's like you look at Goff, and obviously Aaron Rodgers, did Aaron Rodgers and does what he does. But, like, you look at Goff, and he had one fucking incompletion there for a while, and it's all fucking dink and dunk, behind the line, like little screens, little slants, like this, and they don't even have any wide receivers. Like, somehow Hawkinson looks like a god. I'm like, why the fuck? There's no reason why Cole Kmet can't do what Hawkinson is doing, and no Kmet haters. Like this whole fucking notion of, like, tight ends running routes.
I don't want to
it's
see
like,
them box Justin into something he's not, though, just to get him by and make him serviceable. Like, you need to accentuate what this kid does, and
I know, but
you need to
here's
get him
the
out of
thing.
the pocket. You need to. This kid could be dominant, man. Like,
he
How
will get out of the
confident-
pocket on his own.
How confident are you that Nagy will call a game that accentuates Justin Fields' talent?
I'm not confident at all. He's never called. I mean, not never, but he's has a hard time putting together a string of plays for anybody.
I
Although
think he
we've
needs to
had
give up the play calling anyway. I'd rather see Laser at the helm.
Yeah.
we've only had one
It's not
3 and
gonna
out
happen.
though.
Oh, whoopee fucking do. How many fourth downs have they missed? 5 now?
He has no understanding of rhythm, and right now the hot hand's Monty, and you got to run through him.
Yeah.
He
My
has to be
question
the
is-
one guy that set everything up.
For the 4th and 1, you go hurry, which I don't like anyway because I don't think that shit ever works.
Never.
And you got Justin, who's
Never.
a big dude, and I still think he got that first down. I think he got a bad spot. But
He stutter stepped.
what are you doing though? It's like
I don't know.
why
I don't know
why
what they
are
don't
you
know.
hurrying up?
I don't know. I mean, like, it's just no matter what, Nagy's shit just feels frenetic and spazzy and random. Like it never.
Sorry, to finish my
Go
thought.
ahead.
The offensive line's already showed you that they can't get push. They can't
Right.
get consistent push, especially when other teams know it. You've got an undersized center. You've got Cody playing fucking bullfighter over there, ole, and then James Daniels on some plays, man. I don't know what the hell he's doing.
They absolutely need to fucking do what Lamar Jackson gets to do. Like, and I don't necessarily want to see Fields running that much, but the
No,
way
no.
that Lamar runs that, I would have no problem. Like, put Damian Williams and Montgomery on either side of him.
Damian Williams can't
And-
block for shit either.
No, I'm not talking about going
He did
max
pick up
protect,
one.
but you could go max protect. But I'm saying you know, run some RPO with 2 backs. Like, he would kill with that. Pulls it out,
And
throws a slant when they all come in. Like, I mean,
Things have
he
been
would-
accelerated. You need to do what Justin does best. Nagy has to do it. He's going to have to
He didn't
get
throw
over
to the-
his-
to
get
the-
over himself.
He didn't throw to the seams or to the middle of the field at all.
And
Everything's to the
Second
outside.
we need to start slanting the shit out of teams. We need to start using the tight end. We need to start going to Monty even on screen passes. Like the shit just needs to happen. Like you need to do the things that Justin does well. And
Well, so that's what somebody said to Nagy. They said, you know, how much did your play calling change when you know Fields came in? And he said, well, I tried to get to plays that I know Justin likes, and he knows where the bones are buried. You know, fucking whatever, little cute saying.
it's 100% scheme.
Yeah, Briggs is like, you know, no, what a shit show! Like, what an absolute shit show! They fucking ask him if Dalton is healthy, will he start? And Nagy all coy is like, well, I'm not going to get into that, you know. And then he says to Biggs, oh, that's scheme, because they've been told I'm not going to discuss scheme, right? Because they're so fucking secretive. It's like, meanwhile, little do you fucking know that everybody knows your whole scheme, and they're not scared of it at all. They don't fucking care. Whatever scheme you roll out there, they're like, yeah, we don't give a fuck. Like, there's no fucking secrets anymore. But he basically was like, it is scheme. Oh, it's not. It's 100% scheme. Like, come on. And then he says that Dalton, he doesn't want to get into it. That if Dalton is healthy, will he start? And then we hear, like, first of all, the press conference ended all abruptly. And then we hear from the reporters who were there that some Bears PR flunky came back in to say, if Dalton's healthy, he's the starter. Like, Nagy stuck his foot in it again. Because Nagy is now excited about Fields along with us.
right.
Because he's such a goof. Like, he's literally...
I can't blame him
giddy.
though, because I can't blame him for being excited. This kid can actually he can change his whole offense. He can expand on what Nagy can do.
I can't blame either, but it's like, bro, you have to be better at this by now. Like, you can't just...
I don't know, man. He can do all kinds of things. He cannot flop him in and out in like he was doing, which was driving me insane. It's like, why
If
are you
Fields
doing
starts
it?
Sunday, you don't go back.
Well,
There's no going back.
I don't think that's
No,
true. I don't think it's
No,
true you don't
maybe.
go back. I
No, you
don't
don't.
think I don't think it's true that you can't. necessarily, but I don't think he's going to. But I
You
think
don't.
I wouldn't put it past him. Is what I'm saying.
You can't,
Because
bro.
Well, what do you tell us all off season? No, Justin's going to sit back and learn. We didn't think Justin was going to get any kind of packages for him, and then boom, what do we come up week one? Well, there's
Right,
a special red zone package just for him.
He's given him no choice. Diddy, you said that he had to give him no choice. He's given him no choice. The cat's out of the bag. Like that dude's a star. Everybody needs to see him. Nagy wants to see him. Like it's the future
And
is
it's gonna
fucking
be
now.
Just to let people listening know, man, there's gonna be rookie mistakes. This kid is not a finished product, but he will
Right.
learn from his mistakes. He will grow from it.
Right.
It's not like
I wish
Mitch,
our
where,
veteran receivers would learn from their mistakes.
Yeah. If
and I know
Mooney
people
catches
bring up
that
Mitch,
ball,
but for the wrong reasons. Sorry,
No, go ahead.
this kid isn't like Mitch, where he's going to learn from them. He's not going to get overwhelmed by them.
yeah. He knows. He knew his mistake. He described it perfectly, and then he finished
depth.
this thing. Yes, like he understands what happened. He immediately can process it, and he knows what he should have done. He knows what he did. It's a whole different thing. I don't want to bring up that other quarterback, and I got into it with.
I don't.
that dude
I
Max.
saw that today. You were in a discussion. I'm like, what the fuck are people bringing
Well,
him
it's
up
just
for?
because why are we bringing that dude up? Like it's
No,
again,
you're right.
we're comparing Justin to fucking the previous quarterback. I don't even want to say his name. Why are we doing that? Like it's like you're still jilted about that. Like you're still on some jilted lover shit about the old quarterback. Like I don't get it. Like he's never been the same. There's never been any similarities. Mitch and Justin do not intersect. They are not the same. They don't have the same pedigree. They don't have the same skill set. They don't have the same anything. There's nothing similar about them. And everybody's so fucking lazy that they think there has to be. It's like, no, there's nothing similar. It's a completely different animal. Like
the team in Ohio, the Ohio State wanted Justin Fields.
Yeah, bro. Like, God bless Mitch. Talented, nice dude, gonna make a lot of money throughout his life. This isn't about hating
Glennon's
Mitch.
still around. Yeah, Mitch is set.
It's just about fucking. It's like it's time to turn the page. This guy is here now. He's our fucking quarterback, and I hope to God we don't ever go back. I hope we never go back. I hope this is it. I really do. Thank you, Andy. Thank you for your service. Maybe you'll stay as a backup. Probably not. I don't know.
I'm hoping we stay with him just from, like I told you, we were talking earlier today I in our chat, and I was like, man, like I want to see, like there's some big decisions Pace has to make next offseason, right? I want to see our roster with Fields, because these are going to be decisions they're going to be making going forward, and with him being in, we're able to accelerate that instead of waiting till next year when they're probably planning on really giving him the reins. Do it now. You find out who works with this kid and who doesn't, and then you start building the offensive roster around him.
The only fear that I have is that with the resurgence of the defense, they start to get overconfident and think that, oh shit, if Andy plays well or plays good enough, then the defense is going to do this. We can do X, Y, and Z. And it's like, it's not the fucking case. Like, they're still not scoring points. You still didn't score any fucking points, by the way. You still did not score more than 20 points, and you needed Roquan to score a touchdown. So the offense, as much as we're excited about Justin Fields, the offense is not fixed. It's still broken.
I think they need to just get their timing down, man, because Fields was close, and it's not just like saying that because I want to.
For sure,
I want to. Of
close.
course, I want to see him succeed, but legitimately, it was close.
Yes, I mean, there's days where quarterbacks are close. I mean, it's a game of inches. We've said this a million times. It's been said.
Well, right, but being that he got no reps with the ones at all,
and it shows.
Listen, I'm not saying it's not impressive. I'm just saying that overall, the overarching problem
it wasn't great.
Is Nagy still. And no, Jared asked, do I trust him? No, I don't trust him at all. At all. Something happens to him when he's in that play card on that sideline, and it ain't good. He turns into a dumb fuck.
I'm willing to hit the reset button with him once Fields is the starter, this is his guy. This is on him. I understand what we're dealing with historically with him, but this is actually his guy. This is what I
pray to
wanted
God
to
that
see.
you're right.
I didn't say I'm not
right.
predicting anything. I'm just saying,
Right.
like I've been wanting to see.
We don't have any
him
fucking
get a chance
choice
with the guy he brought in.
Right.
He-
Okay.
as a
but the
rookie.
other thing is we don't have any fucking choice. And everybody, we've said this a million times, like they cut the shit on the hot seat talk.
Oh, he pisses me
Right.
off, and his decisions, his absolute. I don't know what it is with him. Just like wants to not have rhythm. I don't know if he's like. I don't get his. You have to have a
That's
feel
what
for the
we-
game too.
Yeah, that
Even
was
with
what
these-
was driving me nuts about running multiple quarterbacks in. It's like
It's
you're
spaz.
you're getting out of rhythm.
It's spaz behavior. Like
Yeah,
college teams don't even do that shit anymore.
Not hardly.
Dude, like not in any not any real power, schools are they doing that.
hey, you put Justin, and you need to give him the assurance that he's the dude, man. You can't be fucking with that. Like he's in.
You can't fucking Taysom Hill this guy. We've been saying that.
He shouldn't be looking over
and
his
also,
shoulder.
I agree with what you said. Is like I don't need the offense dumbed down for him. A lot of people are out there saying, they need
No,
to do
you got to
this
give it to them
all.
all.
Like, dumbing down Nagy's offense isn't that like the stupidest shit you ever heard?
Right, but there's a lot of people saying that. A lot of people.
I mean,
are
he did it for
clamoring.
Mitch. Yes, yeah.
Yes, but I don't personally. I don't want to see a bunch of half-field design rollouts. Let's let him fucking do his thing. This is a quarterback who is completely capable of running the full offense. He has every skill in the book. And when shit breaks down, he can make the extra play. That's the definition of an elite quarterback. You can win from the pocket, and when shit breaks down, you are the best playmaker on the field. That's what Russell Wilson does. That's what fucking, Patrick Mahomes does. That's what the elite quarterbacks, so Lamar Jackson does. That's what Aaron Rodgers does. To some degree, it's what Tom Brady does, although he doesn't have the mobility, but he does climb the pocket and make little subtle things. It's like after the play
they all have
doesn't
they all
work.
have pretty good O lines too. He needs our O line.
Yes.
That's my only fear. Like because sometimes Justin, in order to do what he does best, he's gonna have to hold the ball a little bit.
I'm just saying, you better not.
It's gonna challenge our O line.
He
Here's
better
the deal.
not. Nagy better not run fucking triple option with this guy. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't want to
Justin-
see that shit.
Everybody's talking about Justin rolling out, right? That's not exactly something he did a lot of at Ohio State, though, either.
No.
He was pretty much in the pocket. If he had to move, it was to elude pressure and still was able to throw accurately on the run. So, I mean, can you run with him? Yes. Is he a weapon? Absolutely. Do you want to get him killed?
No.
No.
No. And
You
so
gotta go
that's
to
what
your
I'm
offensive
saying. Is
line.
like,
Strength, too.
yeah.
stop
You have to
calling
go-
for the dumbed down offense. Like
He bailed out a couple times too, but he had to. So like, I don't want to see him running too much either because his arm. He has so much arm talent. Like, I just hope our O line can hold up for him.
right. And this
No,
is
I just-
not a guy who can only throw on the run. Like he made some great throws from the pocket.
Right.
The
that's
O
what he
line did
does.
look better
That's
for
really
Dalton.
what he
too,
is.
because Dalton
Right.
was in more of a rhythm.
Dalton just makes slightly quicker decisions. It's just that experience. But every single rep and chance and series that Fields gets, he's building. He's building on that. And he's getting, he's getting that timing down. He's getting that quick twitch down. He's getting
That's why
comfortable
when
with
you
the
put him
offensive
in-
line.
Y'all
You
want to
don't
see
go back.
39-year-old Jason Peters trying to sprint out on a quarterback sprint out to get a block?
Hell no.
That's
Hell
what
no.
that's what people are saying. Because that's going to happen.
Right. I'm just like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't want to see that shit. Like, please do not come out there and run the fucking try to run the veer
If
offense.
Fetty had a hell of a time blocking for Russell Wilson because he does hold the ball and he does extend things. So I'm just saying like that's my biggest fear is how well the O line's going to be able. It's a whole different dynamic blocking for him, blocking for Fields.
Time to bring back Nall, the All-American blocking machine, Trubisky's #fundamentals. Well, Nall,
Fullback would be nice.
For what?
Blocking.
If we had one.
Bears Twitter, they dropped passes. Bad coaching. Nagy, bad man. Teach better catching. I mean,
No, that's on Furry, man. Furry needs to get the.
it's on the fucking receivers. It's on the, it's like Darnell Mooney admitted it. You touched both your hands.
Yep, you gotta catch it.
That killed me too.
I want to see fucking Allen Robinson admit it. You know what I mean? Like Mr. Smug. You dropped a touchdown. That changes the whole fucking game.
2.
Well, the
the jump ball.
One, yeah, I mean, he could have positioned himself better, but the ball was smacked.
He dropped a one short touchdown.
Yes.
He could have possibly made a great play on that other ball. I don't think that was really 100% catchable.
I mean, Fields overthrew Mooney in the end zone, too. I mean, that was slightly overthrown. It could have been a little better ball placement there. But
there was the post route that touched both his fucking hands and he didn't pull it in. I mean, I hope that it's not going to be snake bait. It's just like, it's hard because it's like, when are we ever in our lifetimes going to see when everything's working? Like, can we ever have a game where the defense and the offense are playing well at the same time?
Oh, don't talk crazy now.
I mean, we've seen it a few times, like the
they're closing out that
Tampa
game. I was like, in the back of my mind, I'm like, I don't want to see this defensive effort wasted because this really is a momentum changer, the way they played. And like I talked about it last week, like you'd be able to see what the size made of, and how regardless of how he approached the team, he got through to them. They respect him enough that his approach changed things because
they got shamed. They got shamed and dragged. I don't know. I think partially it's Sean, but I think he got shamed and dragged a little bit too. So it was like, you know what? Like, backs are against the wall. Though, man. Yeah, for sure. But I think they, I mean, I think it wasn't just him. I'm not saying he doesn't deserve credit, but I think,
Oh, he absolutely does. He schemed up really well most of the day, and besides a couple hiccups, they were kicking ass, man. Like this was just like. It was fun as fuck to watch this defense.
The scheme against the Rams wasn't terrible either. They just gave up big plays. I mean, for them to score that many,
they weren't getting home.
Right. But they gave up huge plays. Like that's really what happened.
I mean, Khalil, yes, he did get his sack, but he was pretty quiet up until that point, man. Like I was just like,
they got him doing dirty work.
Elite level. Sure, but we need him back at an elite level.
I don't think that's ever going to happen, Brian.
I hope you're wrong.
What makes you think it's all of a sudden just going to turn the corner? Like, I think he's good for a game here or there.
Yeah.
And I think that, honestly, if you look at shit. Am I back?
Yeah,
you're good.
I clicked off. My screen went black and pinwheely. But I was going to say, like, I just think that you look at Mac and you look at his career with the Raiders, and it wasn't every game. It was every third game. It was every other game. He didn't have these fucking 2-sack games. Everybody wants him to have one sack, one forced fumble, one strip recovery touchdown every single fucking game. They want that every fucking game.
I mean,
and it's
there's not a lot of people doing that. Yeah.
Huh?
I said there's not a lot of people doing that every game.
No, there's absolutely not. Even Aaron Donald, it's like if you get 10 sacks, that means, probably you didn't have a sack in 7 games or more.
And one guy I don't think we mentioned yet, man, Akeem Hicks, playing his ass off.
I mentioned him at the beginning.
Did you?
He is the undisputed leader of this defense. I won't hear any more of it. When they line up to go out, he's first one on the field every time. There's a lot of people that are just like, oh, well, it's Mac's defense, this and that. It's like, no, dude, it's Akeem. And he
when he's focused and motivated.
More than we know.
Yeah, but I think Roquan's quiet. Like, I think when Akeem is
calling
focused,
the plays,
yeah, but that doesn't mean he's like breaking them down and being the emotional leader. He's technically
the loudest guy on the field. No,
right. 2018 yes, great, but that was like an amazing. Trubisky said, in 2018 he had sacks in the first 4 games. He had, yes, but he doesn't have another streak like that in his career. I mean, actually, I could be dead wrong. Somebody will probably tell me I'm dead wrong. But he doesn't have many other streaks like that in his career. Again, we've said this before, but his 15 sack season, he had 5 sacks in one game. Like, that was freakish.
That's
so
what he's a game record for.
yeah, but that's what I'm saying is like people need to stop dude, the sports radio this morning was brutal, like worse than usual. It was like why we can't be happy about the Bears win was basically everybody's their fucking plant on 670 and 1,000. You can't be satisfied with this win, is what fucking Mully and Haw were saying, and Zetterman's like, I need to see.
I don't know.
I need
I
to see
heard a little bit of
Khalil.
Cap and J Hood. It wasn't.
I need to see Khalil fill up the stat sheet. Like what? Shut the fuck up. Like it's just not gonna happen every fucking.
I mean, Cap and J Hood weren't super negative. When
They
I was listening.
were
weren't super
not.
negative.
For like the first segment they were positive, and then all they could take were calls about why this isn't fucking good. Like why the win was actually bad. Like. Talking about Justin Fields didn't really even play that well.
No one's bad.
I like what Olin said on the football after show. He talked about one of the defensive linemen for Cincinnati makes as much as the entire Chicago Bears offensive line.
Yeah, let me ask you guys, where do you watch that whole thing? Because like they only release it like a couple minute segments on YouTube.
It's on the Fox feed. It's on the game.
Yeah, I get
actually,
it
and it's on NBC Sports Chicago.
Yeah, on their website.
I have
it's not on their YouTube channel. No,
they
only release 5-minute segments of the show.
No, I don't know how you stream it. I'm in the market, so I have no idea. I think Jer's in the market too.
I'm in the market because I put my address as Chicago.
I think they did a great job. I'm just saying, you see like 3 5-minute segments. They break it down like that on YouTube. I just like to watch the whole thing continuous.
Hey, listen, I'm just here to bring the stats. Just the stats, man. Look, I'm just. I just want to fucking hold on, real quick. I just want to fucking remind everybody that it's fucking. We can be happy about this win.
Absolutely,
hell yeah.
Like I just like it's
3 turnovers.
For 3 consecutive passes were picked off. That's insane.
Yep.
Like that's insane.
Going to the old turnover bucket and hanging off it like Jordan in his prime.
Yeah, bro.
Who honestly isn't happy with? I mean, I didn't hear.
There's a ton of people. I wasn't on Twitter. There's a ton of people calling sports radio. All the sports radio hosts were stirring that shit up. How it's it's like but it's a whole lot of fucking but And
could it be better? Yeah, it could be better. But you know what? A win is a win, and it's hard.
Yeah, but even though the offense wasn't doing great in the second half, but Montgomery freaking is a dog and fought like a motherfucker at the end, and Justin ended up pulling it off and getting the first down, right?
For sure. I mean, there's so much to be excited about. I think it's a horrible argument. I think it's fucking Bush League bullshit.
Yeah, Justin had rookie moments and we still came out with a W, and we didn't waste a great defensive effort. Like, you don't want to waste those efforts. This is something you build upon. And
if that's the game that we have for the rest of the year and we win 20-17 every week, sign me the fuck up.
Well, I mean, I don't want to have a hard time.
Club dub.
Yes, there was.
They did club dub. They just don't broadcast it. They haven't for a while.
Dub.
They did it. Yeah.
But the whole thing, man, like,
and Nagy had his corny speech.
This is a stepping stone in the right direction. The defense, that effort wasn't wasted.
Fields
made some mistakes, but they pulled out the W. And I mean, at least he got some live bullets, and hopefully give him reps all week with the ones, and let's see what he does. Then we can really start evaluating him.
And I'm not really fucking. I mean, like, people want to get all hyped about the Browns defense. It's like, okay. I'm not fucking that scared of them.
Houston played them tough.
Here's what I want to see.
They're very inconsistent. Like
Tyrod Taylor was carving them up.
Well, sure. All right, the defense is decent, but like I think Landry and Odell are still out, right? And Baker is very.
Baker's gonna play. I mean, he had a left shoulder deal.
No, I'm saying they're
chasing
the
down.
number one and number two receivers.
I believe Landry. I believe Odell is likely to play. Landry, I don't think so.
Well, they're
They're
top,
saying
one of their
that-
top
okay.
receivers. One of their top
Huh?
receivers. One of their top receivers is Njoku right now, right? I think that's what I saw.
David
like-
Njoku, the tight end.
Yeah.
He's a tight end, but
Which would be
I mean,
which
they've
we
got
match
a
up well.
stable though. They got a stable of running backs though.
for sure. I mean, listen, it's gonna be a big challenge. I'm just saying, like, I know Baker Mayfield will throw some picks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like Cheesecake
Like,
Factory up in this
He's
bitch.
gonna give you the ball. Like, they just got to be opportunistic, you know. Like, that's all I'm saying. Like, it's gonna be another like, let this defense do what the fuck they're paid to do, and I'm fine with that. Like, I'm fine with that. I don't have any delusions of Justin Fields throwing for 500 yards yet. You know, I don't,
I
and that's
do.
okay. But yet, I don't think it's not happening yet. It's not happening this season. Like, I don't see. No, I think the offensive line is too bad, and I don't trust Nagy to put anything
I
together for that.
disagree. I don't think they're as bad as people have made them out to be.
I mean, 500 yards is a little ridiculous, but like,
And
I
they-
think he'll have some games.
And they have the
400,
potential to
I
get
don't see
better.
that either.
The offensive line has the potential to get better with guys returning. You'll get Borum back.
Potential my ass. Oh, Borum, our 5th round rookie. That's what you're counting on.
And you might get the other kid back. Freaking
Who
Jenkins.
cares? He hasn't even played. I don't think Tevin Jenkins is going to play one snap this season.
I'm
Getting
just saying
him
the
back.
potential is there. If they
you
are
can't be back if you've never played. You're not back.
if
You're
they
just
are
starting.
who we were drafted them to be, the offensive line has the potential to be even better. And they weren't
I mean,
bad. It takes a lot to do. How long do you have to block for a crossing route? For a guy to go from one side of the field to the other. A long ass time. They did not do all that bad. Against a damn good front in Cincinnati.
If everybody Pace
They're
is
fine.
drafted was going to be who they were drafted to be, we'd be a lot better off, wouldn't we?
Yeah.
They're
No,
they're
but having
fine.
Borum back,
Like, they're not amazing.
I want Borum to come back soon, dude.
Yes!
I don't think Peters is going to play a full season, to be honest.
No, God no.
Borum is not I'm just saying, like, we're really calling our 5th round rookie who looks decent a savior. Like,
He might be.
I don't-
We're on our bookends
Be
like, for
realistic,
years.
come on.
I mean, Massey and Leno
That's
were
the
later
goal.
round picks than them.
I agree, but I'm just saying, like, I
And
don't
Massey might have
see.
been earlier.
I don't know. I'm not
Rich
sure that I
biscuits.
really see him just.
He's no
Slotting
Arlington
in.
Hambright.
Well, no, of course not. He looks good. I'm not saying he doesn't look good. I'm just saying, like, I don't look
I'm
at
just
him and
saying
go,
there's-
he's
that's
gonna
why you-
slot in and just stay for 10 years.
That's why I used the word potential. There is potential for it to get better.
Yeah, and well, we've been seeing the fucking potential, you know, for how
I
long?
know.
I
Like,
am excited. So we're not winning the Super Bowl, guys. All right, like
Right.
I'm excited.
What
to
if we
see-
do? Fuck you.
Okay, so I'm excited just to see this roster with Justin Fields in it. Just like I said, so we can get a solid evaluation, and hopefully Pace will do this. Is get a solid evaluation of what we have around us because he needs to operate with that in mind now. And I think this happening a little earlier than expected is a good thing.
Okay, Mustafa concern. There's a subsection of Bears Twitter that just loves to shit on Mustafa. Jared, are you seeing
Grossu, you said Grossu or Mustafa?
Yeah, it's Ronas Grossu, right? Just in the same Mustafa
He's
jersey.
not that bad, bro. I mean, is he?
He doesn't get any push, man. He's undersized, and he's.
But that so I mean, you think Daniels is so properly
No.
sized? Like, okay, so
No.
what is the
I think
fucking plan?
I honestly wish they would have been
There
more
isn't one.
patient.
The Redmond guy? Who the fuck's back on the backup? Bars? Else?
Yeah.
Eastland?
It'd be Alex Barr's spot, I'd guess, because he was back up.
Yeah. Bars would freaking ball out wherever.
I just think you got to give Mustafa some time. I think it's way premature to
I
start
think
passing
you give him
judgment
about
on him.
30 pounds in the ass and kick him a couple
He gained
times.
weight. He did gain
Yeah.
weight in the off season.
I mean, if I was Pace, I would call up the Colts and say, "Hey, you want Jimmy Graham? We'll take an injured Quentin Nelson off your hands."
You mean
Shit.
Foles?
Full suit, whatever. Yeah,
Oh.
sure, both of them. I'll deliver both of them.
Yeah, they ain't giving him Quentin Nelson. So.
All right. I'll take 50% of Quentin Nelson.
Supposedly, yeah, well, that was supposed to be the fucking big deal. It was supposed to be Quentin Nelson and Aaron Donald. Nobody said anything about that. Listen here, Trubisky says, I said concern, not jump off the burning ship. Listen here, Twitter is all about fucking extremes, okay? So now I'm not here for your nuances
So I don't
and your
fuck with it that much.
subtlety, and it's all for fucking extremes. Like today, it's like for one fucking second, I defend Dalton a little bit and say he actually played pretty well against the Bengals guys, and it's just salvos of you don't like Fields and you're not like Fields played great too and this and this and this. Like I didn't fucking say they did.
Fields didn't play great, but
No.
I just there was promising moments. Like you gotta take it for what it is.
Fields didn't think he played great.
He
Like
didn't.
and it's you know, and I don't want to be, you know, I don't want to be doom and gloom. Like I was fine with his game. I was excited to see it. I still feel extremely hopeful, and the sky's the limit for him. Nothing about that game.
There's a lot of
worried
potential.
me.
But he had rookie moments, man.
Yes. Like they needed him to not throw that pick. As much as those drops sucked, throwing that pick was brutal.
It was brutal.
The air almost came all the way out of the balloon when he did that shit.
Yep.
Like they were almost. I was just like, oh fucking, here we go again. Like it was rough.
We're preconditioned
You know?
to that too, you know.
Absolutely, but still, Nagy mom came after me and questioned should he get credit for the defense bouncing back. It's a good question. How much credit does Nagy get? I mean, we've said a million times he wasn't coach of the year. Fangio was. Does Nagy get any credit for turning the team around? I give Bears Twitter more credit than fucking Nagy.
Yeah, I mean, I've said it a couple times that we don't really know the background, and like I kind of felt like Nagy's influence on this defense is more than ever because you have a young defensive coordinator. So I mean, this could be you got to give the head coach some credit when things go well. I'm not very high on Nagy right now, but I'm not. Yes, Nagy had something to do with.
And also, you know what?
The team, right?
Also, they played a worse opponent. It was a better matchup. They were at home. They get all the credit for that. And you know what? Like, you play who you fucking play. Like, you can only
win
play
as a team, you lose as a team.
I don't like Nagy calling plays. I don't like Nagy calling plays.
Nagy's play calls are completely on the table. You can bitch about that, but you know what? He gets the win. He gets the win.
Absolutely.
I don't like him calling plays. He's proven that that's not a good thing. And I think like you give the play calling to Laser, and I think Nagy is a good leader of men. He keeps things even keel in the locker room because like Trestman. I mean, you remember the Trestman bullshit. Granted, we don't have that we know of the head cases, like some of the head cases we had on that roster, but he seems to keep these guys. Like the things seem to be, they've also brought the right guys in as far as locker room.
Yes,
but
they've done a good job at building character pieces on that roster. There's not a lot of guys that are going to melt down and cause trouble.
He seems like a good leader of men. Like I
said, fucking Kenny Galladay screaming at his coach and his quarterback on the sideline. Like,
not a fan of his play calling and the way things flow when he's calling plays. So, but
here's the thing is that I still don't understand how you fire yourself and then you rehire yourself as the play caller. Like
when you're the head coach, you get to do that shit.
Right, because he saw his fucking mentor do it, you know? He's seen Andy Reid give up the play calling and take it back.
Yeah, I don't want to hear him mention Andy Reid ever again. Like, be you, bruh.
Bro, Nagy did like a string of internships and then suddenly ended up as the quarterback coach for Patrick Mahomes. Got to call 5 games. He called 5 games and his ass lost them the playoff game. And people are still talking about he's this offensive guru, this offensive mastermind. He doesn't have shit. He didn't do shit. He's never done shit prior to this. His resume with the Bears, pretty good. Prior to this, his resume, nothing. Just fucking hanging around a bunch of teams.
So Who's your goat of the game? We haven't had one of those in a while.
Cairo Santos, 8 points.
Yeah.
Not on offense.
I mean, Scott, for me, it's Roquan. It's Roquan all day.
Real cool. Yeah, I agree.
I agree.
Like,
It's Roquan.
like,
Dude brought it.
dude is beasting. He's
Roquan also set
what? Frozen.
It wasn't me.
The room service. I know. Look at you. Room service is here, sir. You ordered a glass of orange juice.
Yeah, evidently.
Yes. Now you're back.
Am I back? Good.
You're back.
Oh,
You're back.
Trubiscuits would like
Sorry,
to
fella.
put Trubiscuits.
Streaming point.
This is what is the thing. Like, people say you can't understand sarcasm on Twitter, and I say you're just not fucking good at sarcasm. Everybody that says that sarcasm doesn't work on Twitter is bad at sarcasm. Everybody that says let me just break this down again. I've probably said this 10 times, but if you have to explain a joke, it was not a fucking good joke. Okay? So people that are like, oh, it was a joke. No, it fucking wasn't, because if it was a joke, I would have known it was a joke. Trubiscuits is a perfect example of every time he's being sarcastic, I can fucking tell because he's funny. Because his sarcasm is well written. It is well crafted. And this is an example. When we're talking about go to the game, he weighs in and says, for me, it's Andy Dalton for being a great teammate. And what's great is that, and this is what the definition of good sarcasm.
I'm being a good teammate right now.
Every bit of every good piece of sarcasm is basically has a core of truth, but there's an edge to it that spins it in such a way where it's like, oh shit, like that's the nature of it, you know, like 8-bit Diddy's in the house. Yeah, Diddy's back. Yes,
He's doing that work while he's doing work.
Back again. Resign Pace to a 10-year contract. Brings in good personalities. They love the room. Oh, they love the room. I loved Akeem. Did you watch Akeem's presser?
Sorry, I missed your lesson on sarcasm.
Akeem, yeah, well, you should have fucking missed it. With you, I can always tell when you're being sarcastic. I just wish you would stop.
Dude, everything on Twitter for me is sarcastic. Whatever. That's why I can't.
But
deal
it's
with it.
not. That's what I'm
Even
saying. Is it's not. Like, so much of it is just fucking stupid. Like, a lot of stupid shit gets chalked up as sarcasm. And it's like, no, that's just dumb. That's not sarcasm. Who the fuck is this guy?
For me, it usually is.
Come again, Marcos. Hello, Benito.
Hey, welcome, Benito.
Come again, Marcos. I don't know what that means. Shout out to Facebook. See? Facebook, bro.
Hey, we got some Facebooks.
Anyway.
Who was the guy that you want to see play better?
Oh, Lord.
Shelley.
I just want to see a competent corner.
I don't actually
fucking
care what the person's name is. I just want to Nickelback.
Yeah. Yeah.
You want Nickelback?
Hell yeah.
It's too bad.
Not the band.
Well, you got the band playing corner.
People talk shit. Nickelback's
They should try everybody out.
Nickelback is definitely a rough band, but they got some songs. They got a couple hits.
I'm
careful.
Honestly, every backup safety, every backup cornerback, keep trying till you.
Yeah. Well, DeAndre Houston Carson got in there a lot. Chad Kroger for CP2.
Yeah.
Chris is in the house. Chad Kroger. I want him to sign fucking Crevion LeBlanc or whatever the fuck that guy's name is. Bring him back. You know, like, I mean, people keep saying Richard Sherman. I'm like, that's not what I want, Richard Sherman.
You don't want that dude at your door.
Nah, I just don't want Richard Sherman. Like, I don't need all that. That seems like a lot. You know, like, I'm not down for that. It's interesting to me. Like, I wonder, I wasn't paying attention if Trufant actually played has played for the Saints, but I wonder how things would have gone because if Trufant had stuck on the edge, outside corner, I think Vildor would have been our nickel. I think we could possibly be in a much better shape because Vildor can play. I like Vildor. He had a great pass breakup. He's a bulldog. Like
He's got to be careful. He should have got that DPI.
On the pass breakup?
Yeah, because he had him on the inside of the shoulder pads.
Well, it was bang bang. Let him fucking play.
I agree, but
I just think it was close. It was close enough, and he got a call.
I don't disagree.
Yes, LeBlanc was signed a week and a half ago, but just to the practice squad. We could steal him from the practice squad. Richard Sherman. Yeah, Richard Sherman is Trufant with a mouth. This is what Trubisky said. Richard Sherman is Trufant 2.0. Yes, he signed with the Texans, but I believe he's still just on the practice squad. Because maybe he isn't anymore because they just traded Roby to the Saints or vice versa. No, I think the Saints just picked him up.
I don't know.
Shit, it's you know what? Like it's a week-to-week league. We gotta fucking win. It feels good. The defense is back.
Yeah, it does.
We got to see our boy. He looked good. He made some plays. He didn't make some plays. He made some mistakes. You know what? But it's part of the process. Like I'm here for it. I can recalibrate my ability to go through this again with a young quarterback because he's so promising. Like I can do that. I can go there again with this kid. The 4 years of Trubisky didn't destroy me for that because he's different because he looks so promising. You know what I mean? Like I don't know if I could. Hello.
Yes. Who?
Yeah.
Hello.
You hear me?
Hi. What?
Yeah, you're kind of
Hotel
choppy,
Wi-Fi,
though.
bro. It's pretty
That
sweet.
sucks. Pretty sweet.
I could hear you just fine. I was just fucking with you.
All right.
QB, yeah, Chris is right. QB play can't destroy us. We're too calloused. I mean, but when the defense goes south at us, oh Lord, we fucking cry.
Yeah, we do.
Like when our defense turns its back on us, whoo, it hurts. It hurts. Because that's our security blanket. God damn it! What the hell is that? Whoa, Reese's pretzels.
They
Mm-hmm.
sponsoring us now?
I wish.
In a minute, he's gonna be like, Diddy's gonna be in a minute. He's gonna be like, "What am I craving? I am snacking. What do I want? I am snacking." We doing fucking TikTok dances for pretzels, bro.
Nice.
Defense is back. Fucking A. B Queen ate some of that Delta 9. Get some of that Delta 9 because you need the Delta 9.
Some Delta variant going on.
Without the Yurk. Dude, I don't even know what I was talking about. Yurkovich was talking. Apparently, Yurkovich just pisses in the parking lot at ESPN. Like, and he's been caught doing it a few times. He'll just get to fucking work and take a piss by his car instead of going inside.
Man. Like a man.
Yurkovich is a fucking hero.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it's gross is what it is, but it's also fucking hilarious because he really doesn't give a fuck. I didn't hear them today. Like, I was so fucking salty about sports radio today that I missed. I would have liked to hear Carmen and Yurk because I feel like they usually have a pretty good even keel to it. You know, they're not all hot takey.
Yeah, I didn't listen.
I didn't
Yeah. I mean, I typically do. I normally listen to Cap and J Hood every day. I just felt like they were fucking lame today. Like they really just went the easy route of fucking, being miserable. Like, or encouraging people who called in that were miserable. It's just like, really, like, why?
Hey, does Eddie come back this week?
They don't know. Nobody fucking knows. Hopefully,
Goldman
Goldman comes back. Hopefully. Nobody fucking knows.
Well,
I
yeah,
think
you throw-
Edwards is going to be
Throw
back.
Eddie into the mix of what we just saw.
Yeah, it'd be
Ooh.
great. Front seven's monstrous. Like Akeem, as I was saying, like he took him to church and you know doing his presser. He was old Akeem. He was happy. He was jovial. He was smart as a whip. He's fucking, you know, and he looks great. He's thinner. Like his arrow is pointing up. It's just fucking like
Here come the
Chris
Nagyisms.
Sarah's- yeah,
And we can
I
feel
know,
that.
right? Yeah, and that's real now.
Okay.
That's real.
Okay. He cares.
That's real.
He cares. He knows he needs to be better.
I know. Fuck. I know. It's like that is a fucking thing. Like anytime Nagy says something good about somebody, I'm just like, oh god. Like, but fucking Dalton. Watch Dalton will have a bone bruise, but somehow he'll fucking play. You know, anyway, right? He'll tough it out, and let's be like, oh god.
Well, we
Yeah,
got as
I don't
fans.
think
We need
so.
to be better fans on that. It's going to be times where it's not. And I was really. You want to talk about being proud of the fans? There was times where you could have. There'd been a lot of groans for Andy Dalton coming back into that game.
Yeah.
No, fans were good.
Yeah, they're pretty good because we are easily placated by our defense doing well. If the defense is rolling, anything can happen. We're like, yes, we don't care. You know what I mean? Like as long as we have the lead and the defense is rolling, we'll sit through endless bad offense.
I mean, that's
Whoever
the
the
first time
fuck-
they've been able to go to a live game in Soldier Field in a long
Oh, for
time.
sure. They're geeked up, sun's out.
Yeah.
Fucking everybody's. I mean, it was
Beautiful
warm.
weekend.
Everybody was hammered. Tailgating was going hard in the paint. Our boy Tim, well, I don't even know if it's our boy because he kind of ghosted us, but Tim Shanley, the GOAT, doing his thing, back with the bus.
Bragsy too. Yeah.
Bragsy was out there putting together. Shout out to Braggs for being able to take videos like that after drinking the amount of Jack Daniels that he fucking does, because that dude drinks, bro. Like,
He's a
don't
champ.
get
Yeah, he can throw it down.
he is a fucking champion. And the steady videos he takes, like in the middle of those crowds, like with a serious head of steam on, what a champ. like for real, what a fucking champ. Like that's
He's
next
got good
level.
gimmick control.
Yeah, man. I mean, serious.
Bears need to hire him.
Yo, and he's right. Trubisky's Brad, who was everybody loves to call him on Twitter, is fucking now is Brad. Took a picture with an 8-foot tall man. He did, dude. He took a picture with like fucking Paul Bunyan. Like I don't know who dude is, but it's like some guy named Coach Kinsler. Like he looks like fucking like Andre the Giant. Like he's enormous. And Brad's not a small dude. Like if I took a picture next to dude, it would be like Elf, bro. Like I don't even know what the
He's
fuck.
about 5'10", 5'11".
He's not tiny.
No.
I mean, I think Braggs is 6 feet tall. You don't think
No,
he
he's
is?
not.
Yeah, he's about
No,
my
I'm
height.
probably-
Yeah.
All right, fair. I don't know. It's hard for me. I'm short, so I don't fucking know. Brad,
I'm 6
everybody's
foot.
everybody's taller than me.
Shall we
that's
get you a
all.
box?
Do I know her?
Nice. That's what you
Anyone
are.
I know?
Yeah, I apologize for this choppy ass Indiana internet. Even though I'm not in
You ain't
Indiana.
in Indiana, bitch. Mine's fucking smooth.
Got it fucking brought out there.
Nah, it's just probably blind luck.
Yeah.
I ain't even gonna lie about it.
Better lucky than good, goddammit.
Right. We
So
got a
what
little
else?
bit of
Anything
luck.
else?
Me and Jay are gonna do a Friday afternoon, I think, for the
I think we're gonna do a
preview.
Friday afternoon preview. It'll just be a live one.
It will be
Cool.
afternoon delight.
Sky rockets in flight. Boo! Afternoon delight. Oh, you didn't come in.
Afternoon
Yeah,
delight.
Oh, afternoon delight.
Yeah, we're gonna do that and just try to keep it loose.
And
Good
thanks,
game.
Bill,
Well,
for joining us last week.
Chris said, "Whoop!" I do need to see that. I need to see Chris Berman calling that Montgomery run that got called back because he fucking put that goofy foot on him. Dude was like, I want to hear that. Whoop! He did give Roquan the rumbling bumbling though, or he didn't say bumbling. He gave him rumbling.
Nice.
Yeah. Eddie
First
Jackson.
place Bears, baby.
Hell yeah, fuck it. You know what? Like, we'll take it. I mean, 15 games left, right?
Yeah, that's what Brendan Parker would tell you.
I don't even want to say the arrow is pointing up because that's a curse. That's a Nagy curse. Whoa, who's coming in? What the fuck?
What are you doing?
What the hell? It's like two ditties right now. It's like fucking mirror ditties. What was that, bro? That was really messed up.
Shit just crashed on me, bro. I'm telling you, hotel internet is bullshit.
Bro, that was like double ditties. Like, I was like, did he just get hacked? What the fuck?
Shit is banging, kid.
No.
Mashing pretzels.
He just... I was like, who just crashed the broadcast right now?
You should have seen my whole screen went. Poof. I'm like,
I was like, oh no, it's Mark 7482648278246.
Yeah, I saw
Yeah,
his profile up here earlier.
I'm gonna do like a Packer Bob and like create a list of all these fucking eggs. Like when they come, when they come.
we need to have
that
source egg fucker on.
Yeah, we should call that guy up. Call that guy, get him on the show.
Maybe
Source egg might blow up like Butkus Stats did.
He's not. Doesn't seem to be working his handle too much. Dude must be busy. He used to drop some dimes.
He still does, but he actually brought up Eddie Jackson is apparently like the fourth best fucking run defending safety in the league. Like he's actually made a lot of plays in the run game. So all right, I'm gonna shut up, Eddie. Keep it up. That's all I'm gonna say. Oh, listen, Trubiskus is obsessed with who Source Egg is. I can tell you, it is not me. I would say it was me if it was me. It's not.
Nope.
I run the Tailgate Show handle. I have RoboCole, the Cole Komet RoboCop handle, which is basically retired at this point until dude shows up.
Shit. Well, yeah.
And I don't do any other. That's all I do.
I don't do Twitter that much, so.
Well, you need to do that. That's what he's supposed to do.
Yeah. Yeah. This Ejax made one goddamn play and the whole city flipped their script, says Chris. Well, he made more than one play. And that wasn't really a Peanut punch. Shout out to Peanut for giving him that credit, but it really wasn't. Like, the real Peanut punch is when you hold him up and he has a secure. Like, I wasn't sure if that was even going to be a completion.
I mean, Eddie turned things around, but that Chase touchdown. I don't know what the fuck he was thinking. Was he trying to strip a ball? Like his timing was off. He should have just blasted.
He still takes risks. I mean, that's at the end of the day, he still takes risks. So I'm glad he played better. Good job. Let's see more. Keep fucking going. Keep building. Keep stacking. The defense can take a lot from this. That was huge for them.
You think Biscuits? You think Biscuits poured a bowl of Eddie's cereal after that?
Poured one out for his homie.
Yeah, that's a great. Chris said Chase TD was a continuation of last week. Absolutely, that's the same shit. I mean, he just gets lost. That's what's fucked up is that.
No, I'm sorry, Vildor got smoked on that too, though.
Right.
Yeah, he just took a bad angle.
That's what's fucked up is that we're supposed to be playing too deep. And that's supposed to protect us from shit like that, and it doesn't. Like, if you're gonna play fucking too deep, like, be deep. Like, I mean, as everybody fucking said it, deeper than the deepest. You don't let anybody. If you're the fucking safety, you don't let anybody get behind you. Like, until the quarterback throws the ball. Like this, like Jesus.
Just to let you know, everybody listening at home, you can never go too deep.
All right. Don't I know it?
Must be nice.
Not gonna lie. Besides the bonehead penalty, Quinn probably played this best game of the Bear. Yeah, I'll go for that.
Absolutely.
You did.
I tried to be mad at Quinn, but I couldn't. I couldn't pull it off.
I
You're
watched
mad at
that
me all
play a
the
couple
time.
of times.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's easy. Our too deep is for 5-yard curls practice playbook. Yeah, well, exactly, because when you're a free safety who doesn't actually want to be deep, he just wants to fucking play the ball and be a robber. Then yeah, you're gonna get guys get behind you. I mean,
You know what I do like? Two of our most loyal listeners and contributors in the chat are two of the best fucking Twitter follows on Bears Twitter. So
that's true.
Appreciate you
Yes,
guys.
and I've been saying this that fucking Chris needs more followers. Like it's
Yeah.
he's not out there thirsting for it. You know,
No,
all
it's
he
not
all he
push
wants all Chris wants like me is to stop seeing so much terrible food on Twitter.
yeah, but they both bring it, man. They both have a good sarcastic
For
vibe
sure.
to them. Like
Right.
they're funny as fuck, man. I find them
Yeah.
very entertaining on Twitter. So
For
I'm
sure.
glad they're down. And
Oh,
But
No,
meanwhile,
seriously, man,
like
they're good dudes.
shout out to all the bad food on Twitter. You guys are really killing the game. Appreciate
Shout
it.
out to all the
Appreciate
the
seeing
third-
all your
third-
bad pizzas every Friday. Bad
shout out to
Pizza
all the
Friday.
thirst traps.
Yeah, thirst trapping is at an all-time high, bro.
Thirst Trap Thursday and Fat
Yo,
Pizza Friday.
The thirst traps are like sprouting up like weeds.
Well, the thing is,
Like-
like they push it out there and they get mad when some psycho dude has some shit to say about it. Like
Right.
it's fucking Twitter. Like it's a
Right.
cesspool.
Yeah, it's a
Like,
cesspool. It's like, oh, I changed my fucking profile photo to like boudoir photos and left my DMs open. Fuck did you
Yeah,
think
like,
was
you
gonna
can't-
happen? And it's like I know nobody should be subjected to bullshit like that. Like that's wrong on every level. That's the guy's problem. It's not the
oh,
thirst trappers
absolutely.
problem. But I'm just saying,
Sure,
like
but
at
the
some
same
point you
time,
gotta
if you're-
be
if you're
like
down in
what
a
the
hot dog. You're setting yourself up for that shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
Leave the food takes to me. Yeah. Well, that's what's amazing is that Trubisky's not only is a Bears Twitter soldier, but he's also become the preeminent expert on burnt to shit meat. Like to the point where like he gets tagged. He was saying he gets tagged in shit that people don't even like. People who don't even follow him like tag him in fucking burnt meat shit. You know, like he's
It's
you
a
know,
whole- it's a whole
that's his
vibe, huh?
identity.
There's like a whole burnt meat society.
Well done and A1. Yeah, well apparently there is like a subset of fucking, burnt meat lovers.
Speaking of good food, I'm going to big ass lobster dinner tomorrow.
Dang, bruh.
Maine lobster, bro.
How you gonna get it? Just steamed?
Yeah, they just steam them. There's gonna be steak,
Okay.
chicken, but
Nice.
yeah, it's gonna be
Nice.
big. And I don't have to pay for it.
The best kind.
Free lobster.
That's what's up. Burnt meat Twitter is very underground. Yeah. It's just a lot of people trading DMs of meat.
It's like eyes wide shut of food.
Look at this char. Yeah. Look at this fucking char. It's like dudes walking around with cast iron pans and shit. Trading pictures of burnt meat.
Oh,
Show you a steak.
Oh, this was prime. This was a prime ribeye. I cooked it for 3 hours.
It's jerky now. Prime
It's
jerky.
like fucking. It's like fucking charcoal.
Oh.
That's what I said.
All
Like
crisp.
that's why I told him I'm like, quit fucking around with the top of the grill. Just take the
Look at
grill
it.
off and eat the charcoal. Look at my skillet.
Look at my skillet. Look at it.
I mean, you're right. Just why don't we all just scrape our grills and send it to Biscuits?
We should. He'll just like collect it in a jar and then like tamp it down and eat it as a burger. Like
No,
literally
no.
we could like mail him all of our grease gristle from the fucking
Right.
grill and he would like make it into like his own like psycho carcinogen laden beef fucking grease Beyond Burger. You know?
You'll have to display it next to the Eddie Jackson cereal.
Yeah, my birthday is coming up. Carbon ashes welcome. Exactly. Everybody, start scraping your grills and save it. You know, like you remember how when you were a kid, like your grandma would save bacon grease under the fucking that never happened. My grandma
I do
did that.
I still have that.
Number one, you shouldn't pour bacon grease down your sink because it's a bad
Right.
fucking idea because it's bad for your pipes. But number two, I don't know about you, but my grandma had a fucking mason jar full of bacon grease under the sink.
I
Because
got
she
it.
would pour off the grease from the pans into a jar, and it would just fucking coagulate. It's like a
Mhm.
weight.
Oh, from keeping it from not to save it for
Yeah.
anything, but you put it in the
Oh
fridge.
no,
actually.
you make it. You use it for fucking
Well, you can use it for shit if you want.
Mm,
country
You can use
gravy,
it to make
son.
biscuits. You can make biscuits and red eye gravy with that shit.
how nasty.
Put on your big ass pork chop. Listen here, you.
How much gravy does one need? Like gravy's like Thanksgiving, and
You
that's
make
it.
biscuits
Yo,
and gravy, yo.
Biscuits knows about red eye gravy. Guarantee you.
When
What?
the
What?
fuck do
Sorry,
people eat
double A
gravy
couldn't
besides,
afford.
like,
We
Thanksgiving?
couldn't afford bacon growing up. We had dollar store jerky. What the fuck? That's a lie. And
I
yes,
don't want to know.
I will say that is one thing that you cannot do if you're cooking the bacon in the oven.
Gotta save that shit.
It's also the better way to do it.
Well,
In the
yes,
oven.
clearly cooking bacon in the oven.
No,
is
that's
way better.
completely
It's
wrong.
Far superior.
Far
No.
superior.
Yeah, whatever.
Far superior. We'll get
It is.
we'll
I
get
agree.
pea shells. Pea shells goes to bed too early for us, but you don't know what red eye gravy is? I can't believe this. True Biscuits.
Break it down.
You need to make what red eye gravy is this fucking bacon grease and coffee.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm.
So what's brown eye gravy?
That's your mom.
I don't have that once
I don't know
a
my
month.
mom, Jer. Why do you got to bring that up?
Jesus Christ! You said that's your mom.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
I'm gonna kick Jer out right now. It's Dalton's.
All right.
Yo, red rifle gravy.
Red rifle gravy.
All
There it
right.
is.
Anyway.
All right, let's wrap this up.
Wow. Came in with a haymaker.
From the top rope. All right. Well, fuck.
Yeah.
Bears win. Bears win.
Hey,
Victory
Enjoy
Monday.
the W, you miserable fucks. If you're really
Yeah,
miserable
seriously.
about that, God, like go
Yeah.
jerk off. Enjoy the W.
Yeah, like quit fucking like there are people right now who after the Bears win were like, oh, now's the time to put together a fucking like gag reel of Komet plays. Like, get a life.
People just need a big tension release. I don't know. You don't have to do what I just said,
Yeah,
but do
well,
something. Like
yeah,
W
yeah.
is a W.
Yeah, do something. Like and don't like everybody out there that's like on Bears Twitter that thinks they should start a podcast, please fucking don't.
We
Good
did.
Lord. Yeah, you know what? But like, there's just too fucking many of them. Like, you know what I mean? Like, just cut the, you know, you want to just shoot the shit like us, but please, like, everybody is so fucking many. It's ridiculous. Nobody's listening.
Nobody
Like-
listens to us. We got like two
No.
guys. No,
No, we got these little following, but cut the shit, man. It's fucking too many podcasts. They're fucking crazy.
So what are we gonna do? Is this the last podcast? Because we don't want to contribute to how many podcasts there are. Is this it? This is our big shining moment.
No, we've been at this for what, 3 years now?
Yeah.
one shining moment.
Like, come on. Like, I'm just saying, like, I mean, I know that like a podcast is just another extension of social media at this point. Like, it's not even like it's
We
not
need to
even
start
fucking
stepping our game up and doing like videos and songs and shit though.
Right. Well, that's the thing. It's like that's the progression. It's like you start your fucking handle and you start doing video breakdowns, and then you're like, you know what? We should have a podcast. Oh, whatever. Fucking do your thing. Have fun. I'm just an asshole.
I'm gonna
Um,
auto tune the fuck out of some songs for this show.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Oh yes.
It's time. It's time. Anyway, I'm trying to fucking end the show one more time.
All right.
Live from the hotel room in I don't
The
know where,
motel.
Sunnyside,
Hallelujah.
Queens.
I'm actually in
Um,
New Hampshire right now, and
New
I
Hampshire,
apologize
nice.
for my Wi-Fi.
Did he He doesn't know all the
Shame.
answers, but he did stay at Homewood and Suites last night, so he does know something. Air Jair, pretty strong internet today. Shit.
Yeah,
we're
you won the
feeling it
internet
today.
game.
Hey,
Yeah, you
I'm
win.
not the fucking chief of internets for nothing.
And I'm sorry for posting that thing about Dalton being a good guy, because like I'm tired of this tweet already. It has like 2,000 likes.
Yeah,
Like,
imagine
cut
if
it
you would have
out.
done it from our handle.
Like, cut it out. Well, because I try not to say shit that's like too wild that you guys would totally disagree with. I mean, believe it or not.
Dude, I read some of the tweets. I'm like, what the this is on a roll. I don't. It's your dude. It's your game, bro. Like,
But listen,
you got a fucking check mark. You're good.
this fucking tweet has 2,572 likes now about Dalton. It's like going off, and like every 10 minutes, somebody fucking is like, if I make $10 million, I'd clap too.
I'll have to give it a like, I guess. Where is it?
Yeah, it's
I'm
all
gonna
right.
like pin it. That'll be, and like honestly, I don't even know if I agree with that statement. I just kind of thought at that moment.
The only time I go on that page,
the podcast handle says some wild shit. Is always
You
fucking
are
awesome.
kind of angry sometimes.
Yes, but damn it, they deserve it.
yeah,
That's
but
why-
people
that's why
don't
this works.
understand. They don't have a feel for the sarcasm. Like, it's just ridiculous.
Because
Like,
people are fucking stupid. That's what I keep having to remind myself, is that people are young and they're also stupid, and most of the time they're both. And then I realize, oh wait, everyone's really fucking dumb. And then I just stop
but
being
please
as mad.
download, like, and subscribe.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, if you want to.
People are
I mean,
stupid, and I hate them.
yes, I talked about that.
People are
Fucking B
stupid.
Parker. B Parker hit me with the double block. B Parker did the research. Was like, oh, this dude runs that. Block, block. Like, he hit me with because I was going double barreled. Like, I was coming at him from both fucking pages. Like, he hit me with the double block, bro. But that's what's so funny is that, like, people keep. It's like, so you blocked me. The post is still there, and people keep commenting on it. So I keep seeing it. You know what I mean? Like, and I can still. Like, today I posted some shit, and it was just like, yeah, you know, like, show this to B Parker because I'm blocked. Like, yeah, someone needs to start a burner. 15 games left. All right, fucking for real this time.
All right.
Yeah,
Thanks
I knew
everybody
it was
for
better, man.
listening. Thanks to the fucking MVPs, Chris and fucking Biscuits. Y'all are the real MVPs. One of these days we'll have both of you on at the same time. It'll probably break this feed. So
A
maybe we
menage a
won't.
trois of terror.
A menage a cinco. It would be Cinco de
Not
Drinko. Yes. And that's it. It's just it's just another episode of The Tailgate Show.
The beginning of Justin Fields.
The era.
The Red Eye Gravy Express.
The Red Rifle Gravy.
Blue.